Hey guys, so I'm walking over to the Winter Village. It's a yearly thing that I do. Just walk around, buy a sandwich, see what businesses are open, and just get a feel for it. The idea this time is to kind of see, which businesses work and which don't. I always look at the business angle of everything, of what it costs and what it costs to run, and maybe how much profit they could be making. We'll sit down and discuss. A lot of movement today. Let's look at these stores and we'll talk about it for a bit.
Where's that Christmas tree, guys?
This is the part where you have mostly all the food items here. This is what I'm mostly interested in. Winter Pie Shop, I think they were here last time. The Whoopie Company, they were here last time. There's a line for this spot, gnocchi alla vodka. Get everyone here waiting for this one to open up. This is the line for gnocchi alla vodka. You see this? It's 11 a.m. Just notice the pricing, guys, of each spot. You have things that are $7 all the way up to $22. There's another line here for the truffleist, and it's truffle cheesesteak, $24. I'll get the bratwurst, that's usually what I get. Pork veal mix, 12 bucks, can't go wrong. Thank you very much. Never fails. Looks good. 13 bucks even. Now let's just sit in the park and discuss a little bit some economics. So Bryant Park Winter Village is open from October 25th through March 2025. Now I looked it up online. They're talking about the booths costing about $22,000 to $40,000 each booth, just 12 square feet, which is the size of like a prison cell. They say it's $22,000 to $40,000, right? With what I read. Let's say it's $40,000. End of October, you really are just setting this place up. So let's say 4 months. It's November, December, January, February. Yeah, 4 months that you really have this thing up and running, paying $40,000. I think it's impossible for them to be paying $40,000 a month. It has to be for the 4-month period. So you pay for it. They include the electricity, which is really nice of them. Super nice. Could you imagine paying $40,000 and they're like, all right, good luck. How do we turn this place on? Good luck. You're just gonna have a bunch of generators here running all day. Fire hazards, people just dumping gasoline into these generators. So you're provided with electricity. Okay, fine. Let's say on average, let's say you're paying $16. Every person here is paying $16 on average for this. All right, let me eat it. Just like I remember it. This sauerkraut is amazing. This sauerkraut's amazing, by the way. All right, $16 that you spend on average. 22 sandwiches per day is $352. If you do that every day for 30 days in a month, you're gonna make $10,560. You have to make 22 sandwiches a day for 30 days just to cover the cost of the booth, 10 grand. Let's say if you wanna make double, if you wanna make 10 grand more, that means you have to make 44 sandwiches per day. 44 sandwiches at $16 per day. 10 grand goes to pay the lease. You got 10 grand left. Let's say with all the items, food, cost of labor, cost of everything, you're probably 6 to 7 grand in. That means there's 3 grand left as profit per month. It's almost not worth it. That's why I showed you guys the video of like the bigger brands at the beginning of Bryant Park. When you come in, those bigger brands, you're paying $40,000 not because you're going to make money, just because it's an advertisement. Like, they're not making money there. You walk by and it's just a nice advertisement. Everything looks good. They're not how many chocolates do you have to sell, right? An incredible amount of chocolate to make money. So for them, it's an advertisement. But for these smaller groups here that are really trying to make a name for themselves, they got to sell a lot. And what's a day for them? From 12 to what? From 12 to 8 maybe? From 12 to 8 hours. So you have to make 22 sandwiches in 8 hours, 44 sandwiches in 8 hours to make any sort of profit. Why do you think business owners have no hair or white hair? It takes a lot. You got to sit there and count every penny that comes in. I'm so dumb, I had a clear example. The gnocchi spot is $15. You got to sell 22 plates of gnocchi to make any sort of money. They got a line there. All these other spots don't have a line like that. The German spicy mustard has a sweet, tangy taste to it with the mustard seeds that you could feel it as you taste into it. It's such an incredible taste. This German bratwurst to me is, every year it's the same. They taste incredible. $13 I would pay. I pay it every year. I think it's great. That dude needs a 5-pound compound bucket.
Is that yours?
I didn't say anything. I wanted to see what he was gonna do. His hands were twitching. I could see him just thinking a mile a minute. Where do I go? How do I run? Is that yours? Why? Is it pointing at me? Who's pointing that at me? There's more people on this line. I'm gonna do a quick count, but I don't wanna look like a psychopath going around, you know? So let me quickly count and then I'll come back. All right, it's noon. There are 33 people on that line, 33. We are in the wrong business, my friends. We are in the wrong business. They're just, you gotta see this. You're getting gnocchis in a Chinese takeout box. That's $45 right there. She just handed 3 of them. It's a Chinese takeout box. 5x zoom. 5x zoom. They fill the cup with some oil, that way it doesn't stick. Not even the cup, the box. 61. There's your gnocchi. People are paying $15 for that.
Got too excited, yeah.
I mean, a line of 40 people for that? Unless they're sprinkling like crack on that, I don't know why people come back. This is probably the only booth really making some sort of profit. Everybody's probably cutting even. This one's making some sort of money. Let's get a close-up of the Chinese boxes. Okay, I'm infiltrating. Let's see if I could get a close-up. Look, these empanadas are $6, which means you have to sell 66 of them a day for 30 days to cover the rent. My head is exploding with all the math going through it right now, just trying to see how these guys survive. There you have it, guys. Even though it seems full, look at the lines for the locations. Not a lot of lines, right? It's just people walking by, passerbys that want to see what's going on. I would say maybe 15 to 20% are actually buying something, which is low. See, this is the reality. Big group of people walking by, but no one's really buying. Come in, sit down, enjoy the views, pay $15 for gnocchi out of a Chinese takeout box. Not even chopsticks. They don't even give you chopsticks. It's not all bad. Pay $15, sit here, watch people face plant. It's worth it. You're in New York City. Enjoy the time.